Hey y'all, welcome to Bonnet Talk. Hey y'all, it's episode 2.
Episode 2.
I'm yelling, I'm so sorry. But
first off, I just want to say thank y'all for the love and support that y'all have already given. Like, y'all don't understand how much it warmed our hearts to see y'all like saying y'all enjoyed it and like y'all following us. So like really appreciate it.
Yes, and like again, this is like starting small and obviously it will grow throughout like the episodes and seasons and everything. But just thank everybody, you know, for following, watching, like obviously giving us like critiques and comments and stuff like that. And yeah. It's also gloomy in LA, so
yeah, we are in LA for this episode, as you can hear the ghetto birds.
But it's so gloomy today. Like it's not giving like, you know, golden hour how like our last one was. So, but you know, we're here.
Right, we're being consistent.
Week two. But yeah, what are we gonna talk about today, Shan?
So today we're talking about our experiences in the entertainment industry, and we're in like kind of like 2 different branches of the entertainment industry. So with dancing and then me with acting. So we're just gonna get into how we got started and how we navigate our life through those lenses.
Yeah, so I guess kind of a little background. I've kind of been dancing since I was 3, but I don't think I like took it seriously till I was like around like 10, 11. That's when like I had changed studios and like, you know, grinding out, conditioning, like all the classes that you have to like basically take for dance or whatever. Left my studio junior year of high school and then did dance obviously in high school. And then after did like a whole bunch of separate teams and then random like club performances, other like stage performances, and just kind of just dance every day. Also on the majorette team at USC, so that's another plus. Love them down. And yeah, I feel like obviously battling like a whole bunch of like heavy school workload and dance is obviously like a lot to do, but like I literally been doing it since I was like like 9 or something, like having school 8 to 2, 8 to 3, and then dance from 4 to 9 or 4 to 11, or even dance till 2 in the morning and then having school the next day. Like that was literally me like all of my senior year of high school. So definitely was a push, definitely was a push. But yeah, that's pretty much it with me. But yeah, I love dance. That's it.
And like how did you get started? Was it like your mom like put you in classes, or like was it like a passion for you? Or
I think like how my mom worded it was that when like I was like really little, like I couldn't sit still. I still can't sit still, but like she was like, yeah, you were just moving all the time, and I was like, let's just put you in dance. So then obviously started with like the baby classes of like ballet and tap, like everybody kind of always does. Started there, and then kind of did that for like a little bit. Did cheer for like a year. My mom was my coach, and I hated that shit so bad. Like, love you, mom, but like I really could not stand her being my coach. Like she would sit me out of my own games. I've had an attitude with her in the car. I was 7, like girl. But anyways, yeah, so did cheer for a year, and then went to studio, and then changed studios, and then kind of just did like every kind of style, but like now it's mainly just like hip-hop for real. So yeah, nice. That's it with
me. Period. Okay, and for me, I've been like professionally acting since the age of 8. Funny story about how I got started. It was completely random. I was discovered at a Target.
Hello.
So
wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, so like basically like everybody who knows me knows that I'm actually a very introverted person. Like
y'all, really is.
Don't let this podcast fool y'all. Like I'm really, unless I like know you, then like you'll see my personality. But other than that, like I'm super shy. I was even like worse as a kid.
Yeah, Shan, not to cut you off, but like no, Shan is like super shy. Literally like, I don't know, explain it. It's like, to me, she's not like that shy to me, because obviously like we've been friends for so long, and like we live together, and like, you know, we be, you know, talking shit about whatever. But like, so like I don't think she's shy, but like when it comes to like being around other people in like social settings, I'd be like, dang, Shan, like,
yeah, I just go non-verbal.
Yeah,
like, once I get to know you, then I'll literally talk your ear off. I don't care.
Yeah.
So this lady came up to my parents in Target, and they're like, oh, like, have you ever thought about like putting your daughter in like acting? Like, she's so cute. And so my parents were like, no, because they already knew. They're like, no, she's super like introverted, like it's not going. And so she's still, I just sound stuttered. Sorry, y'all pretend that didn't happen. Anyway,
right.
So she gave us like a little flyer. She's like, oh, like they're having like a little workshop, like this acting class, like I think you should just take her just to see. So my parents were like, okay, like we'll think about it. So I ended up like begging them, like, y'all, like, can I please go? Which is like shocking to them.
Period.
Like, why? Not like that, but they're just like, you know, this is not like your forte. But I'm like, y'all, like, please, you know, just let me go. So like they took me, and then I remember they had us like, it was just like a room full of like a bunch of children, and they had like judges, and so they're like, you guys have to walk the runway in front of everybody. And my parents were like,
what?
Oh. Yeah, and it was like when I see the room, it felt like a bunch of people. I'm not sure how many it was, because like once again I was like 7 at this point, so it felt like a lot of people. I don't know, but they're like, yeah, you gotta walk the runway in front of everybody. And so like I literally like I remember being nervous, and then like when I got up there, like it was just like boom, like a whole nother person.
Yes.
Like, I like walked the runway. I was like blowing kisses to the crowd. Like,
hello.
My parents were like, who is this?
Hello.
Like, so yeah, so they ended up talking to the people, and they were like, yeah, like your daughter obviously, like, you know, she has some like talent there.
She has some talent.
So they were like, you know, you can enroll her into like the acting class. It's like, I forgot how long, it was like a couple weeks course or whatever. And every Saturday I went, like literally I got up early. My dad took me to the acting classes.
Yes.
And an agent came, and we auditioned in front of him, and out of 60 kids I was the only one signed by an agent. So
hello.
yeah,
So she been about this, been true to this.
Yep. So I signed with him when I literally like, yeah, a couple months after my 8th birthday I signed with them. And then I auditioned. Honestly, once I started auditioning though, like it wasn't like, oh, I immediately booked my first job. Like I remember going on like numerous auditions, and I'm like, bro, like they told me I was gonna be a star. Like this is taking longer than I thought. And literally, I think I was 9 when I booked my first job, and it was on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was a live show.
Bro, y'all, she's been everywhere. Like when I tell you, her and her siblings have been everywhere, because like little like fact, like all the Covingtons, they all act. Like her brother was on Abbott Elementary. London was in I don't even know how many commercials this girl has been in.
She's done, we call her the commercial queen. She's done numerous commercials. She's been in Abbott Elementary as well. And then she also had a film that was in theaters. So like it's just really cool seeing like, you know, like I started out, and then like they started getting into it, and yeah, so
yes. What do you think, like out of all like your acting things that you've done, like what's been your favorite?
Ooh.
Or maybe like at different like periods of like your life, like, oh, when I was like younger, this is my favorite, and then when I got older, this is my favorite.
I would say like for me, my favorite was when I was like booking stuff, like
so
not like
got you.
No, like because like I feel like in the entertainment industry, like for acting, like the golden age is like, I want to say ages like 8 through like maybe 12. But I mean, it could be like longer if you're like, if you look younger, then like you can go for longer, because they're always looking for like older kids to play younger. So like when I was like, I took a break for like a year, because like I moved to Texas, so I wasn't doing acting. When I came back, I think I was like 10 or 11, is when I booked, like I did a Power Rangers commercial on Nickelodeon.
She be dropping these gems that I don't even know. Like what?
We filmed at the History Museum.
Oh, okay. I think I remember.
Yeah. I did Henry Danger at that time. That's when I got my food show on YouTube. So like during like 11, 12, like was really like the golden years for me as far as like acting. Like I was like getting like, even if I wasn't booking, I was getting callbacks, I was getting pins.
So when
like,
you were getting paid is what you like.
Like I even like, I don't know if, well, because I had to sign an NDA, I think. I mean, it's out now. I'm just going to say, like, I literally was, like, so close to booking, like, a Marvel movie, y'all. Like, not even lying.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, I was literally, like, I was pinned for it, and, like, they ended up having to go with, like, local talent. So, I was, like, bummed.
You could have been a Black Panther.
That was the...
Oh, my gosh.
She guessed it. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I feel like that meme...
Were you going to be bald? Like that one girl?
No, they were gonna have me have hair, but I think I was supposed to play like the younger version of Lupita Nyong'o's character. They ended up cutting the role like altogether, I believe. But yeah, like I was literally pinned for that, and I had to do like an African accent and everything. And they were gonna like, yeah. So I was so bummed I didn't get that one. What was the accent? It was like, I think the line was like, "You gonna let a girl beat you?" I think that's what I did. I'm so sorry if like that sounded like really bad. It's been a while since I've done accents, y'all. But
period, because you would ate that up. Period.
yeah, so
shoot, you could have been, oh my god, with T'Challa. Dang.
yeah,
Dang.
I know. So I was so bummed when I didn't get that one. But you know, that's one thing about like, I guess, well, I don't know if it's kind of like if you went through like the same thing and just like dealing with like rejection at a young age, like with maybe dance. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the first thing I can like remember is when like I auditioned for Spark Kids, and like there was like, needless to say, there was a lot of drama going on that day. Like we were supposed to be in LA. Long story short, my mom's car like broke down on the freeway on the way to the audition, and we had to go from like the IE to like Universal Studios because the audition was at City Walk. And I just remember crying the entire time. So then we get to Universal. My mom and I are literally running from the entrance of Universal Studios to where City Walk is. And I finally get backstage and I literally like walked up. They pinned my number on me and then I had to go dance after I had just been crying the entire time because I was late, obviously because like my mom's car broke down. And then I was
Wait, how old were you, did you say?
I think I was like 9 or 10.
Dang,
yeah, I was like 9 or 10. So it's like I was just stressed out because obviously like I had obviously really wanted to do it, but it was not in the cards for me because like literally I'm like crying tears and then they were like go on stage. So then I was like trying to like lock in, but like I couldn't. And then yeah, I just remember like getting off the stage and like just being so like obviously like upset because like I didn't do good or whatever. And they were like, yeah, you fully did not make the cut. I was like, got it.
Yeah.
But hey, you live and you learn, because obviously like there's been a lot of like other blessings I've had like since that obviously traumatic audition. So yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Definitely felt that though.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely gotta like learn. That's one thing, like especially being like a child like entertainer, like you gotta learn at a young age like to kind of like handle rejection. And it's like, how do you tell like an 8-year-old like, yeah, you didn't do good? Like I remember there was this one audition, and I think I was a little bit older. I think I was like 11 or 12, and so I was auditioning for like a Nickelodeon show. And like the casting director stopped me in the middle of it and she's like, why are you talking like that? Like, why are you doing it like that? And I'm like, because like I'm just, and she was like, don't do that. Like, and she said it with such like a straight face, a straight voice, and I immediately wanted to like burst into tears, but I still had to continue the audition.
Oh my god.
And like after that, like I feel like I literally couldn't even like do the audition like I wanted to, because like I was just so in my head about, oh my gosh, like, and I'm also like, I'm such like a perfectionist that like when somebody tells me like I'm bad at something, I'm like, what do you mean? Like that's just not me. Like,
right.
So I remember like literally like I got out of that audition and like I went to the bathroom and like literally just bawled my eyes out, and like my mom was like trying to console me. And so it's just like, yeah, so like dealing with like criticism or like, like, oh, you didn't get it, or like we'll consider you for the next role, like it does like something like we used to beat down my little spirit, but but once you learn to like like it's a part of the it's part of the process, part of the industry.
You gotta obviously hear a whole bunch of no's before you hear some yeses.
Exactly.
And then I think also just like opportunities come at the timing that they need to come at, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's like
definitely.
I don't think like me knowing like how I danced at that time, I definitely don't think I was ready for like no Spark Kids, because this was like before I started like training and like I was not good. Like, oh my god, y'all, like I'd be watching videos back when I was like 7, 8, and I'm like, bro, you were trash, like dead. Oh my god. There's like this one vivid like performance I remember doing. Needless to say, we had like them knee-high Converse. Yeah, that was like for the routine. I was dancing to, I don't even know what I was dancing to. I think some random song. I don't even.
Sad.
Oh,
I wear my Converse.
Right, Miss Side Part.
Right, Miss.
Right, but yeah, ever since she got this side part, it's been a mean Debbie Lovato.
I've been emo, guys, like just raw, you know what I mean? Just hitting that mean side part.
That mean side part. Yeah. But
sorry, we got off topic.
Yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about before.
I think you were talking about like auditioning with Converse.
Yeah. Basically, the dance was shit, and I just like I had like no confidence. Like obviously, I was like very much like looking like down, not necessarily like up. I mean, I knew what I was doing, but it just growth from 7 to 19, definitely a lot, but yeah.
What's like your like a crazy dance story that you have? Or, like
craziest moment. I think like the most craziest dance story, it's not really that crazy, it just is like super shocking to me. Like this past summer, the majorette team and I, we danced with Soulja Boy. So like that was just so random. Like I don't know how we, like one day like we're at rehearsal and the next they're like, yeah, so we have a performance with Soulja Boy for BET weekend, and literally we had like 3 rehearsals and then had to go dance with him. But it was a lit vibe. Like we saw a whole bunch of celebrities, everybody was cool. He was short, but like he was so nice, and I was just like, oh my god, like this is so random. But I definitely think like there's probably like more crazy stories I can think of like later on, but yeah, I don't feel like I have like that many like crazy like, oh my god, this happened. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I do. I feel like, okay, I guess there's like 2 that were, I guess, kind of craziest. I don't know. I just remember like I had to do like I booked like a screenplay, and basically like a screenplay is like you're just like reading a script in front of like an audience, because like the writers are trying to get it picked up by like networks and stuff like that. So like the whole cast has to like sit up there. So as we're like getting up there, like my stomach sounds like the intro to Shanghai. If y'all don't know the intro, please pause this video and go listen to it, because that's what it sounds like. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is not good. Like I have to go to the bathroom, but I'm like, this is live. Like I can't just be like, oh, I have to go like cut. You know, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like no, it's a live audience. So I'm literally praying at this point. Like I'm just praying, like please don't let me like crap my pants in front of like, all these people. And so we have to go through the screenplay. My stomach is still grumbling like during the whole thing, and then like my character has to get up and do a dance at the end. I remember it's the butterfly. I'll never forget, because I was so nervous. Like obviously I'm not a dancer, so I'm over there, I'm getting up and I'm like and I'm literally in my stomach, so I'm just like trying to get this dance out without like
shitting yourself.
Without losing my lunch. Like, but I was able to get through the whole thing fine. But needless to say, like it was like a party afterwards. I was nowhere to be seen. Like I remember, like I heard my cast like, oh, like where's Shannon? I was MIA because I was down and out. Like
wow.
Yeah, and it was like another time I had to like do like an audition, and so like it was like a sneezing audition. Like we had to like sneeze while like saying our lines, because it was like I think like for an allergy commercial or something. And so then I'm like, okay, mind y'all, I'm telling some embarrassing stories on here, but I was like 7 or 8, so just keep that in mind.
Okay.
I sneeze while saying my line, a fart comes out. And it wasn't just me auditioning, it was like other people auditioning with me. So they look over, they're like, and I just continue to say my lines. I'm like, y'all didn't hear nothing, okay? Like,
you walked out with your head held high?
I walked out there with my head held high. Because I'm like, listen, I wasn't about to admit that I'm too. The show must go on, okay? The show must go on.
Period.
And then,
damn, what's up with your stomach?
I know, my stomach, because listen, y'all, like, I'm ruled by my stomach, because I'm like, they say like Virgos are like ruled by their stomach, if y'all believe in like zodiacs and stuff. So
what the hell?
No,
this is the second time.
I thought I saw somebody, and then I was like, wait, oh, it's raining now too.
I'm like, why are you just strolling like a weirdo? Anyways, y'all.
Okay. Listen, if you see me pepper spraying somebody, like, you already know. But,
yeah.
Anywho,
right.
Yeah, so I feel like that's like the craziest / like embarrassing thing I can think of right now. Oh my gosh. And there was one time Kingston and I auditioned for Hip Hop Harry.
Oh my god, yes. You and your brother auditioned for Hip Hop Harry?
We auditioned for Hip Hop Harry.
Oh,
it was a callback, because we had to do like a self-tape audition. So we sent in a tape. I remember I did the D-Lo shuffle, because this was like 2015. I'm like, I'm finna kill this.
Yeah.
So
yes,
I hit my D-Lo shuffle and I get a call back. I'm like, period. Like I already knew. Anyway, so we go in there. They teach us like this choreo, and they're like, you have to freestyle at the end. And this is like, also side note, my brother's a dancer now as well, and so this was before he was like 7, so this was before he, you know, started like a dancing career. So they're like, all right, y'all gotta freestyle. So I'm, you know, trying to freestyle the best I can. This girl starts like spinning on her head, and so I'm like she gets out and starts just doing a full spin, and I'm like, Kingston sees her and he's like, no, I'm not finna let her just upstage me like that. Kingston gets to the front, he starts doing snaps in their face, he's doing spins and turns, because he don't really know choreo, so he's just like just like doing anything in his will to try to upstage this girl spinning on it. And he got facials,
did he get the call back?
He did. But the judges were really impressed, though, I could tell, because they were like literally like, oh, like yes. They were hyping him up. So
dang,
that was just like a funny story.
Him out Harry.
Right, and I'm like, if they only would see him now, like,
right. Dang, all he needed to do was to learn how to spin on his head. Right. Damn.
And the girl who spun on her head, she ended up getting it.
I mean,
anyway, she ain't had to do all that though. Like, you just literally, I literally thought about kicking her. Like, just,
oh my
just
God.
a little. I'm like, girl, get up. Like,
oh my God.
You think you all that, but
shoot, she booked the job so bad.
Right, she got it, so I can't even be mad.
Right.
And I guess you already kind of like touched about how you like had to balance like your life and like your extracurriculars.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a challenge. Like, I feel like last semester of like college like definitely was like the hardest one for me specifically, because outside of like life things going on, like I had so many dance performances back to back, and then we had football season with the majorette team, so those were 3 rehearsals a week plus the already 4 rehearsals a week I was having with like other like side quests, I guess. And literally getting back home at like 4 a.m. like her and like our other roomie would be like knocked out cold, and like I wouldn't even see them. Like it'd be so many days where like I would only see Shan to just go to sleep, barely, like, or like when like we would wake up because like our classes were maybe around the same time, but so many days where like I would leave the apartment at like 8 a.m. and I would not come back till 4 a.m. the next day, because I just would have a long work schedule, school schedule, and then dance. And then the only time I can like fit in time to do my homework is if I like lock in at work, which is rare, and then at 4 a.m. when I get back home. So I think also being busy in like high school kind of disciplined me for that now, because I had the same schedule that I have now that I did in high school. Like literally every, like I think it's like twice a week I would have like rehearsals for my outside team outside of like my dance team at high school, and literally wouldn't get back home till 2 a.m. and then had to crank out some homework, and then I had AP physics at 8:30 in the morning. So yeah, but I think honestly when it's like something that you love and you like have a passion for, like you don't necessarily see it as like it's like straining you from something, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no, I get that.
Like I feel like I don't feel like, oh, it's a chore. Like sometimes like when it gets stressful, I'm like, okay, like I need a break from this. But like when you're enjoying it and it's something you genuinely want to like pursue a career in the future, like I genuinely don't mind the late nights, because it's also with like people that like are cool as shit, so like the long rehearsals don't feel that long, honestly.
I feel like for me, like, well, now it's kind of like slowed down, but like I feel like when I was younger, it was kind of like hard in the beginning, because like I was auditioning like a lot, and like, you know, I remember like my parents only had like one vehicle, and like there was like a time I think my mom was like pregnant with my sister, and like we literally didn't have like AC in our car, and we were like literally having to drive to LA, like my mom's big belly pregnant and like in the heat. And like I feel like my parents did make it like, I feel like easy though, because they really invested in like our craft, and like, you know,
shoot, they still are.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they still are, let me like make that clear, they still are. But yeah, like especially when we were auditioning like a lot, and this was like before COVID, like a lot of auditions were in person. Like now most of them are like self-tapes, but like I mean, like my dad, you know, having to make sure that he got off work at this time so then we could be, you know, go out to LA, and then he'd be up since like 4 a.m. and like work like, you know, hour shifts just to get off, drive us to LA, and then be stuck in traffic for another 2 hours, and then go straight to bed and like do it all again. Yeah. So like And then, like, you know, there's sometimes where, like, when I would film, like, I would miss school, and, like, you know, like, I would try to tell, like, I remember, like, my mom used to always tell me, like, before the first day of school, like, make sure, like, you know, within the first week, like, you tell your teachers that, you know, like, y'all are, like, actors, so then if something comes up, then it's not, like, they're giving you issues and, like, they can't give you, like, schoolwork, because you still have to do work on set. That's one thing, like, you know, when you're a kid and you're in school, like, they make sure you get them school hours in. Like,
Dang.
you literally, they have like a little like set teacher and like,
Oh, period.
yeah. And so you like, I think you have to do like, I can't remember how many, I want to say it was like 4 hours of school, I don't know, but like and you'd have to like work on stuff while you were there. So
Dang.
that, I feel like that's what ultimately led to my siblings and I being homeschooled after 5th grade, because it was just like getting too much. Like, they started sending my mom like letters like, oh, they're truant, this and that, and like,
Dang, at 10?
yeah, that's how they were literally marking me truant at 10, like I was some type of criminal. Like,
I mean, I was truant in high school, but
that's how I'm like, where's a 10-year-old gonna be?
Right,
like be for real. Like,
bro.
but yeah, so and then obviously like when I was homeschooled, it was a lot easier, because then it's like, you know, you just take your school on set, and like, you know, that's what most like acting kids do, is like, you know, homeschooled. And but what she said sorry about like,
Long
sorry, my brain
short.
is scattered, but like when you really enjoy it, it does not feel like work. Like, I remember there was times where I had to like stay up late on school nights to like memorize the script, and then, you know, leave school early to audition, but like I genuinely loved it, you know what I mean? Like, I think the only time I was like really stressed is like one time I was sent a 10-page script at literally, it was like 8 p.m. and they were like, you have to go in and audition. Like, literally, I think I had to send it in by like 11 or 12 the next day.
Oh my god.
And so like my mom literally had to like stay up with me to like memorize, like, and I'm like 13 at the time, like memorize all 10 pages. And it wasn't just like little lines, like there was like paragraphs in there, and you know, I was able to get it down. But like, I think that was like the only time I was like really stressed, because I'm like, why would y'all wait until like literally 8 p.m. to give me the script?
Right.
And it's 10 pages. But yeah, but yeah, when you really enjoy it though, it doesn't feel like work. Yeah.
I think also this is like kind of where I feel like our dynamic like is really good, because even like she said, like her brother dances now, so like we are like, me and her brother would just like dump dance knowledge and dance info onto Shan. Like, I feel like she's gonna become a dancer eventually.
One of these days. I'm always watching somebody dance. But you know, like I live for it though, because it's like they're both very passionate about it. So I'm like, you know what, you going on hit that little 2-step, because you know I never could.
Why?
Like,
No, because you hit that TikTok.
I know I do a little TikTok dance.
I be forcing her to do TikTok sound. Like, I be trying to convince her, like, she can do it, she can dance. Her dad was a noob.
Right. I was like, y'all, their shoulders almost came out. Oh, they would have got me. They would have got me.
That was a woo.
I had to fight that one. Woo. Like, hold on, y'all. Can't do that one.
I'm so sorry. This poor mic. Oh my gosh. I really thought you were about to do it.
I literally, like, as soon as you said it, it almost activated. I'm like, y'all, I can't. In another lifetime, y'all, I'm a Kappa.
In another lifetime, she is a full-blown noob.
Yeah,
like,
in another life.
My gosh. This girl. If only I could put the videos in.
I know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Ooh, okay, I have a good one.
Okay.
Okay, so what does your future in dance look like for you?
Okay, period. For me personally, I want to do like more of the background dancing tour. That's what I want to do, because I feel like a lot of my like favorite dancers like have either did like the Renaissance tour with Beyonce, or like touring with like Kehlani, or like kind of like, those are like 2 artists I feel like dancers I can think off the top of my head. But like top 3 artists that I for sure would want to dance for: Beyonce number 1, Kehlani, she could probably be up there too, and then Victoria Monet. I think like those 3 are like three specific, like, I guess like, oh, and Megan Thee Stallion. And Meg, I love Meg, but like them 4 for sure would be like my, like, if I could like, oh my god, audition for this job, that's what I would audition for. Specifically Beyonce first. Like, oh my god, all her choreographers and like all her dancers are just cut down.
Yeah.
So, period.
Yeah, for me, like, because I did say that I wanted to do stuff like beyond the camera, but I also still do like want to work on like projects, because like one thing about acting, like you can literally act at any age. There's not really like a cutoff, so like, you know, it can happen at any time. But I definitely would love to do like a series kind of like Insecure, like especially like working with Issa Rae. Like I would love,
God, yes.
like all of her projects. I just like the comedy. Like I would love to be on something like that.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm trying to think.
That'd be so cool if they had like a rerun of Insecure.
Yeah,
and like you could be on it. Like that'd
oh my
be
gosh, if she does like a spinoff or something, like I would love to be
right.
part of
Like
it.
we go to
Like, a
school
little
in
prequel,
LA.
yeah.
Like the Doonies is down the street. Like
Right.
hello.
So I definitely like would want to like work with her.
Ooh.
Work with her.
Right.
There
right,
we go. There
right.
we go. I'd love to do like a film that like takes me out of my comfort zone, like Angela Bassett, like Viola Davis, like Taraji P. Henson. I worked like a dog day and night. Like I would love to work on something like that where it's like I really get to put like my emotion in it.
Okay.
So,
Period.
You know, I'm still praying that it happens.
Hello. You finna come for Cookie from Empire.
Right.
Bro, that's my favorite fucking show. Empire, it's like top 3, but like it's up there.
Period.
Taraji P. Henson, she's so cut down. Like,
Sorry.
Yeah, like
Like, are you moonwalking? Like, what are you?
this guy that fully was strolling behind my car is now
He's
working
doing those
out.
are football drills. What?
Why was he then being a creep behind the car? Fuck.
Anywho.
Anyways.
I was gonna say, like, what's your favorite, like, well, you already said your artist that you want to dance with. I'm like, maybe, like, what's, like, your favorite, like, artist, like, when you find out, like, oh, I'm doing a set to this artist, like, you're really hyped?
I feel like it kind of depends on, like, who's choreographing, like, the set or the routine that, like, I'm gonna do. But I feel like anytime, like, this probably sounds so, like, but, like, anytime it's a Sexy Red piece, like, I just know that the dance is gonna eat. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's never been, like, a dance, I think, to that song where I'm like, like, I don't like that. Because, like, the past 2 routines I've had to, like, sexy songs, like, they have been cut down. So, yeah. But, like, I listen to Sexy Red. Like, she's more like we're going to, like, the Clary where we're going out, so let's get hyped. But my day-to-day music that I listen to is not like nearly as like similar to like the songs I'd be dancing to. Like they're very random. But
has dance ever ruined a song for you?
Yes. Oh my gosh, there's so many songs I don't like anymore. Like
Is Conceited one of them?
Yes it is. Oh my god, it is. Because when that song first came out, like Flo Milli, I genuinely really did like her. And still do, but like I really liked Conceited just because the song was good, and then like it went viral on TikTok, so then like I already was like, okay, like I'm tired of hearing it, and then it became our set, and then it just was everywhere for months at my school. Like, oh my gosh,
I lived for their Conceited set though. I still to this day say it was one of my favorite dances I watched her do,
like
in the dance show.
Like, oh my gosh, like loved the dance, but it's just like after a point in time, like it's like, can we wrap this up? And I think also with like the bulletin that was at our school, they would always use dance songs in the bulletin.
Right.
So it's like I'm hearing like this same song over and over again. Even like, well, this song actually I love just because I love Nicki, but like Roman's Revenge, that was another set that like another song that was in one of our sets.
Yeah.
And I genuinely like sometimes I'm like skip, but like it's been like a couple years now, so like now I'm chilling. But
okay,
yeah, no, I definitely dance has low-key sometimes ruined some songs for me because they'll be good, but because you have to obviously clean the routines and then rehearse them weeks on when it's like, okay, like I'm overhearing fucking Nicki Yap or something, like I'm tired of that. So oh my god, oh, they're smoking too, they know what's up.
I know I smelled something.
Wait, that's a cigarette.
The way you said it with such rage and hate in your heart. She said that's a cigarette.
Because what are we doing smoking cigarettes in 2025? Like, what's going on? Damn, what you been through? I'm sorry, y'all. I really hope nobody on here is smoking cigarettes. If you are...
No, because if you are, I'm going to turn this to a PSA.
Like,
stop smoking.
Don't.
my gosh.
I'm
But no,
sorry,
seriously,
like
don't
dead
smoke.
ass, like please
Don't smoke.
do not be smoking cigarettes in
Coming from a
2025.
person who's had lung surgery twice, not from smoking. Just my luck. Just my luck. But seriously, lung surgery is not funny. We may be laughing, but that's no laughing matter. Don't smoke.
Don't smoke.
I'm gonna do the mom that put it down.
Specifically cigarettes. Do not be smoking
Please.
cigarettes. Hold on now.
Tobacco. Don't smoke tobacco.
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 I'm crying. Oh my god. Okay, I did a cough and I just want to sound outrageous.
Exhibit A, y'all. Don't do it.
Shut up. Shut up.
Don't do it.
Shut up. Oh my god, that's funny shit. That is funny shit. It's also funny though because even though Shan don't be dancing, like whenever time like I have like my music like on in like the living room or like at our apartment, this girl be busting it down. Like, girl, like I'm telling y'all, she needs to dance.
I like dancing, but like not like I don't have the confidence to like. I'm not coordinated. I don't know. Like I just dance for the fun of it. Like I'd be hitting the little white girl just.
Yes.
But I don't know how to like actually like isolate my body and all that. So
we're gonna get her one day to do some dance and y'all will see. Cause
I remember like there was times where I had to do dance auditions and I'd be like dreading it because I'm like, yo, I can't dance. Like please.
yeah. But it's always the time though when like we're getting ready and we're going out and like we have our like going out playlist going on.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know about y'all, but I love a good hood jam when I'm like literally like my getting ready playlist is like O3 Greedo, Mike Sherm, like
right. Drop the gems.
Oh my gosh, who else? Now I feel like I have to look through my playlist.
Right. I think like yeah, I feel like you love you some Mike Sherm. Like,
I always say in Mike Sherm we trust, even though like literally his lyrics are like
Mike Sherm, TK,
YG,
yes,
Baby Smooth, Shoreline Mafia.
hello.
Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Oh my God, Lil Wayne is Shan's like. It's Shan shit. I think that's like key bonding moment like I have like of us is when I think I played like 6 foot 7 foot or something on my computer or like in the car with my mom and she was like, you know this song? And I was like, girl, what do you mean? I
know that song word for word.
Like
literally, y'all, when he says bitch real G's move in silence like lasagna, like that's poetry right there. Like that's poetry. Like,
bro, that entire song, like Shan knows that shit word for word. She will too. You know that.
She will. Yeah, we do that.
What's the other one? What's that one song that we always be fucking? Oh, the 21 Savage song.
Oh, EA.
Yes, EA.
Yes, EA.
Oh my God.
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Like these are
basically like all like the Cali rappers and just like Lil Wayne, 21 Savage, Chief Keef, like
those are gems.
Those are definitely like getting ready vibes. Like
stay on rotation on our thing. Heem Beezy too.
Oh yeah.
Who else? There's so many. Like
I always forget Heem Beezy went to our high school for like a cool. I remember I was like,
well, I wasn't there, so I can't really talk about it. But
he was there our junior year.
He was not.
He was, because that's when, remember?
He was! Oh my God, wait, that's when, I do remember this.
When we both, not we both. We both got to Rancho.
Well, I got there sophomore year, yeah.
Okay, sophomore year, but yeah, junior year, he was there, and like, he was literally, he has that song when he was like, I was never up in school, I was out flocking. Like, he was never in class. You would always see him at like the tables, and then I remember like seeing him perform like on my TikTok, and I'm like, wait, like this is before I listened to his music, and I'm like, wait a second, like he went to my high school. So yeah, Heem Beezy was there for like a cool second, and then he just like disappeared.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And he be everywhere, literally be everywhere performing somewhere.
Literally.
But like I didn't know him for it like that, but that song I just pulled up in him. Wait. I just pulled up in them hands, baby, ring your friend. Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
I need to go out now.
Right. Y'all, we also have a whole itching to go out, but we haven't been out together in like so long. Like the last time Shannon and I went to like a party together was like Halloween, like the week before Halloween actually.
Yeah.
Like Man, I wish we had a picture, but she was Dora and I was Jessie, and it was a vibe. That bob that she had was bobbing.
Y'all, was mean.
Like
mean bob.
cut. Like, oh my gosh. And we have plots after plots like lined up for April. So
we will be having some stories coming soon.
We will be
hopefully
having
not
stories.
as crazy as our conquest one, but because we've learned, we've matured. We've matured. So
have I?
She has.
But yeah, we have plots after functions coming up for like the next 3 weeks.
So we gonna get some good content for y'all.
The party lore is gonna be A1. I feel like we're still trying to give y'all the background of who we are ish, and just kind of get used to hearing us yap or whatever. Right. But we have a lot of good episodes of specific or just not even specific, but I feel like it's gonna be kind of surround what's going on our life at that point. So
yeah, and also I don't know if y'all want to let us know, because we're just getting feedback, or don't. But you should just let us know, do y'all want us to kind of stay on one subject, or should we talk about multiple things? Because I don't want to be oh, we're talking about this, but then also don't want to be oh, we're talking about this the whole time, and it's because then it's y'all get bored. So just let us know which one y'all prefer, because we still trying to get this figured out.
Right. So it's very much a people's choice type vibe.
Like I said, we do this for y'all.
Right. We're giving y'all the content y'all been asking for.
Right.
Real bad. But I think on the wrapping up end of it, we have, because I just touched that mic, so sorry. Okay, so an idea that we have for our next episode for obviously next week, we want to do an ick episode, just ranting about icks and shit, and just ooh, or that's weird, or so y'all we'll post a poll on the Instagram. Also, don't forget to follow us if you haven't already, but Bonnet Talk on IG. But we want to get a poll and drop y'all's icks on the poll and vote in there.
So y'all fill up our polls with y'all's icks, and we are going to be reading them and rating them.
I feel there's a lot of good ones that I know we have.
Yeah, we'll include our own, but we just also want to hear y'all's icks, and because some people have simple icks as oh, if I see a man do a jumping jack, that's an ick. You know what I mean?
What?
There's some oddly specific ones. I've seen one about oh, if a man gets out of the car and I see some of his crack, it's over.
I think I've heard that. It's I feel embarrassed for you.
Yeah,
but I don't know, that's not one of my icks. It's just
I mean, I wouldn't, I'd be oh, but I would, I wouldn't be oh my gosh, I can never see you again type vibe.
We've got good ones. We've got good ones in the bag.
I feel we have reasonable ones.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. We have, they are reasonable. They're not just oh my god, they're just annoyed at everything.
Breathe, that's an ick. No. So, but we want to hear y'all's. So fill up them polls.
All right. So next week, definitely be tuned in for our ick episode and more. There'll probably be more stuff that comes up. But I think if we have a list of y'all's, and then by the time we rant through all of ours, y'all, that'll be enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that's it, guys.
That's it for today's episode. Y'all know the drill. Subscribe, comment, do them polls, follow us.
Spotify, YouTube, and Insta, and TikTok. We do have a TikTok.
Yes, we do.
Long story short, TikTok was tweaking because it got banned and then came back, but we do have a TikTok now, so follow us.
What if it's banned by the time this comes out?
Oh my god, wait.
It gets banned the 5th.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. But I don't know, I heard there's people trying to extend it. There might be some buyers, so we'll see, because
well, what are you gonna do?
All right, y'all, because we gonna still be yapping over here and not letting y'all go. So yeah, once again, thank y'all for watching. Comment, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, bonnet.talk, not underscore, because it was a whole thing, and then bonnet_talk on Instagram,
and then just Bonnet Talk on Spotify.
Right, and we will see y'all later.
Bye.